Have you ever wondered how much harm a piece of bacon can cause you? Well, I didn't know the answer to that myself until I met my husband. I am Mexican and Catholic, and I come from a culture where most of our dishes contain pork, such as tamales, carnitas, and pozole, and my all-time favorite, pepperoni and sausage pizza, which isn't part of a Mexican cuisine. But even though I enjoyed these dishes, it all had to come to an end. I met my husband 7 years ago, which at first I thought was Mexican, but he was Arabian and Muslim. Throughout our time dating, I thought he just preferred chicken and beef, but again I was wrong. Later I found out that his religion did not permit him to eat any pork. Stated in an article from the Encyclopedia Britannica, pork is virtually unknown in the cuisine of the Middle East, and those of some local populations of Asia and Africa. According to Islamic beliefs, practices, and cultures, pigs were viewed as unclean and lazy. Pork was, and in some countries still is, linked with health problems, such as bacteria, viruses, and intestinal worms that may enter the human body. Dr. Axe, Food is Medicine, confirms this by stating, no matter how you think about it, pigs are rather dirty animals. They are considered the scavengers of the farm, created to eliminate any waste on the farm, often eating anything they can find. This includes not only bugs, insects, and whatever leftover scraps they find laying around, but also their own feces as well as their dead carcasses of sick animals, including their own young. Unfortunately, I had to stop eating all of my favorite dishes once I decided to have children and agreed to practice and show both religions to our children. I excluded all pork from our diets. Not only is pork banned in some countries and religions because of the diseases they carry, but because they make you sick and prevent you from getting any better. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, states that more than 100 viruses come to the United States each year from China through pigs. Of course, you're probably familiar with H1N1, also known as the swine flu. This too is a virus that has made the leap from pig to human. In order to keep pigs alive in conditions that would otherwise kill them and to promote unnaturally fast growth, the industry keeps pigs on a steady diet of antibiotics that we depend on to treat human illnesses. This overuse of antibiotics has led to the development of superbacteria, or antibiotic-resistant bacterial strains. The ham, bacon, and sausage that you're eating make the drugs that your doctor prescribes the next time you get sick completely ineffective. Trichinosis, also called as trichoneliosis, is a disorder resulting from infestation with small roundworm. Trichonelia spiritualis, commonly acquired by humans by eating undercooked pork containing encapsulated larvae of the parasite. Keep in mind that pork must be cooked to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit in order to destroy the disease-causing organisms. If you think it is bad enough that they make us ill, let me tell you and bring you into on how pigs are also put through suffering and through the squealing that happens before you consume that thick and juicy slab of ribs. Sadly, pigs are given heartless deaths each year. The chief pork consuming countries are Germany, Denmark, Poland, and Australia. Pork flesh of hogs usually slaughtered between the ages of 6 months and 1 year. PETA.org states that the typical slaughterhouse kills up to 1,000 pigs every hour, which makes it impossible for them to be given humane and painless deaths. The U.S. Department of Agriculture documented 14 human slaughter violations at one processing plant, where inspectors found that hogs were walking and squealing after being stunned with a stun gun, as many as 4 times. Because of improper stunning methods and extremely fast line speeds, Many pigs are still alive when they are dumped into scaffolding hot hair removal tanks. They literally drown in scalding hot water. Extremely crowded conditions, poor ventilation, and filthy in factory farms cause such rampant disease in pigs that 70% of them have pneumonia by the time they're sent to the slaughterhouse. Considering that pigs live under harsh conditions, they may be infected by parasites. Please use those extra minutes to cook your pork thoroughly if you continue to eat pork. Now that you have more insight on the brutal suffering and sickening harm pigs cause you, think twice before ordering extra bacon on your burger or a side of links with your eggs.